They
Exactly.
didn't care then, and now they care so much about their morals and stuff like this. I'm mean, oh, give me a break, you know.
Do you know what's really upset me here recently is that the Democrats are going crazy because possibly Trump is going to pardon Roger Stone. Didn't your California governor, correct me if I'm wrong, pardon 21 murderers?
Hmm.
Murderers. We're talking about
In California,
murderers.
And
Where is the outrage then?
people that were about to be
no,
deported, he pardoned them so they wouldn't be deported.
Oh my gosh.
no,
It's insane.
California. I will say this. Have you ever been to California, Martha?
I have. I've been to San Diego, I've been to
Okay.
Oceanside, and I've been
Okay,
to
those are beautiful
several,
areas.
yeah,
California is
yeah.
very beautiful and it's very different from San Diego to where we're at, okay? It's a very different to San Francisco, to where I live and where Marco lives is very different. But I'm telling you, California is a beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's literally going down the toilet because of who we have running the state.
Yeah,
It's
it's
sad.
sad.
It's
It's
very
very
sad
sad.
because they allow criminals and illegals over American law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, yeah.
So Martha, you feel better now, but you went through this. The enemy attacked you, and so what can we do as activists to support you, or how can we best help each other in this movement? Because I think that's very important.
Absolutely. Well, for me, it's like just continue to share each other's content and share each other's pages. If you know someone that, like, for example, Wesley's running for office, try to promote them with, your circle of friends that are living in that area. But I think for the most part, I believe we do an excellent job to support each other.
Great, great. I would love to bring Wesley here and just have him tell us what's going on. What's going on with his race?
Well, pray for us. So far in San Marcos, I think they've tallied close to 7,000 Republican voters. So it's just, I mean, he's got a few things working for him. Number one, he's first on the ballot. And number two, he's not going against the incumbent. So our incumbent wasn't seeking reelection. And so he's going against the VP. So I believe that he has a good chance because they know both of my husband and his opponent equally. Wesley grew up here in San Marcos, and the DOS name is a recognizable name. So we're just praying, and it's in God's hands, and we're already at peace with everything, whatever God's will is, because that's not going to stop what we're doing. If for whatever reason he does not win the election, we're still going to keep on moving, and we're still going to do the things that we need to do to continue our movement, as far as putting rallies together, putting meetings together for any newcomers, and really recruiting. We have to recruit in massive numbers Hispanic conservatives. We have to.
What
You know,
is
the other day I went to a wedding and it was a Christian wedding, and the pastor there's a Trump supporter, and you know what he said to me? He goes, Linda, we need to just crank it up a little bit more. And
Yes, we
he does
do.
it in a real, he's got such a beautiful, godly spirit, and he does it really well. He puts up all the things that President Trump is doing for the Christians, and he does it perfect. I said, and if they get a little rowdy, I go send them to me. But we really do. We need to up it a little bit more. I mean, we really do. We really need to up this because it's not. President Trump, people need to know what's going on and that we're not going to be quiet anymore. We're not going to be
No.
bullied anymore.
Hmm. Because it is true. What I hear Ben say this a lot is that in the general election, it is what's on the ballot, good versus evil. You
hmm,
It's
heard Bert, you
Isaiah
heard you
5:20. It is.
Yes, you heard Bernie say that he's only going to appoint judges that will be in favor of abortion up to birth. So again, it's good versus evil. We our country as we know it will not be recognizable if he gets elected.
how many votes does Wesley need?
Well, I mean, Whoever
Or,
has the most votes,
or
whoever
usually,
has the most
what's
votes.
the history? What's the history like? How the previous
Um,
chair
it just
finished?
I have I think the last time there was about 7 or 8 thousand votes, and the last person that went up against the chairman lost by I think 1,000 votes. But again, he's not going, toe to toe with the incumbent. He's going against another guy that they don't really know here in the county.
Do you see
So
7,000 people that moving for him right now? Do you see that happening?
I know that, I mean, both of them have a shot at it. They really do. They both do. Because I know that he has his support base, we have our support base, but also what's working for us is number one, God. God's on our side, and also, he's first on the ballot, and that's how I know that God's on our side because when you go to to put the order of the ballots, you have to go and you draw a number. Each county does it a little bit differently. How they did it here is they had like I want to say 18 ping pongs, and you draw a number. And I put my hands over my husband and I just said in Jesus' name, and I kept praying over him. And he went up there and he drew a number 6, and I think his opponent drew like a number 19 or something like that. So he was first on the ballot. So
Mm.
God's gotten us this far, and we're just trusting and believing that God will have favor over us because
Because
also you gotta.
that's how we got attacked because because I
Oh
endorsed
yeah,
you.
exactly, exactly. But also, I mean, what a lot of people don't know is that my husband had a difficult time being on the ballot. Our current leadership did everything they could to block him from being on the ballot, because he had to have 10% signatures of our precinct chairs. And it wasn't an endorsement, it was just them signing that, yes, they do know he is a member of the Republican Party. And that's it. And so the current leadership started getting on the phone and they started calling all the precinct chairs, don't sign his ballot, don't sign his ballot, don't sign his ballot.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what happened to us. But God made a way when there wasn't a way, and I'm just believing that God's gonna make a way. And
Amen.
just yeah, and we have people praying with us, and God sees everything. God has seen all the ugliness throughout this entire campaign, the attacks, the insults, the gossip, the slander that has taken place over us just wanting to step in and wanting to also have our opportunity to have our voices heard, and also have an opportunity for the people of Hayes County to have an option, to vote for another different candidate versus them just wanting to push in whoever they wanted to push in. I mean, they act like dictators. It's truly how they act, and they started acting a lot like the left. It's absolutely crazy.
Isn't
Um,
it crazy?
yeah, it's insane.
Well, I mean,
So,
when it really is insane when our own side is dictating what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
so Martha, what do you guys think about California? Because Trump just came here. He did an awesome job. He talked to the farmers, but still, our governor is not very fond of Trump. He's always saying we're the most anti-Trump. So, as Texans, what do you guys think about that?
You know, I have my own perception because I'm in the movement, and I do have a lot of friends that are from California. That there are the rural areas that are very, very red. And then what
I'm
you
in
see
one.
happening, right? What you see happening is all of the big, larger cities that outvote you guys, and that's what's happening in Texas. We have San Antonio, we have Austin, we have Houston, we have Dallas, that are the suburban areas that they're outnumbering Republicans. And if Republicans don't get out and vote, we will turn into California.
Well, I didn't tell you guys, but let me tell you now, Linda. So I went to Bakersfield to welcome Trump, and I
You
did.
what? Wait, wait. Say that again. You went to Bakersfield, didn't even tell me. Go ahead, Marco.
Uh, but
I was
guys,
in Costa Rica.
did you know that Bakersfield is like 90% red? I mean, I didn't even feel like I was in California. I felt like I was in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
it's closer to Fresno and stuff like that. You know, well, not that close to Fresno, but south of 99. Yes.
so there is hope, and that's where Kevin McCarthy is out of, and he holds the you know the county. I feel like moving to Bakersfield.
Hey, ¿sabes quién vive en Bakersfield?
Uh
La
huh.
ex de Arnold Schwarzenegger, the one that he had the baby from.
Oh, the
She
nanny.
does.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
Marco,
She
did you know that David Harris moved
from
to
Bakersfield.
Fort Worth?
For to where?
I knew he moved to
To Fort
Texas.
Worth?
He
To
moved
Texas.
before
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yes, David Harris is in Fort Worth.
he moved before Will.
Yeah. No, are you sure?
Yes, because I asked Will. I said, Will, I did not know David J. Harris lives in because David J. Harris lived about 3 hours from here, up in a beautiful area of California, in Shasta area, Redding area. So I said, when
Right.
I know David J. Harris moved to Texas, and Will said he moved before me. That's what Will told me. And Will moved 4th of July weekend because he was supposed to
Yep, I
go
remember
with
that.
us. He was supposed to go with us out to
I'm super glad we have him in Texas. I'm glad.
You guys are taking the best.
Now it's
yeah.
your turn, Marco. Come move to Texas.
You know, I was born
Yeah,
in
but
Texas,
hey, so I don't
Martha.
know if
Oh,
you
I'm from
know.
Eagle Pass.
oh, are you?
I
Wow.
was born in Eagle Pass. I moved away as a little girl. I moved away from Eagle Pass in 1967, but I was born in Eagle Pass.
Wow.
I,
Wow.
I
Eagle
don't know if
Pass is
you know,
pretty.
Martha, but Linda is it's very involved in something called the New California. Can you tell us about that, Linda? So that how is that going?
New California is it's going to be the 51st state. What we're doing is we're copying exactly the last time it was done. It was done in 1861 with Virginia, West Virginia. When we have a mono party, is what we have here in California. It's run only by Democrats. Republicans don't have any
Voice.
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 Now, McCarthy and McClintock, when he brought up McClintock, he's my congressman, and David Nunes, those are the few, and I pray to God they don't turn rhino on us because most of them are rhinos, whatever we have here, okay? But those are, so what we're doing is that our Constitution actually says in Constitution 4, Articles 3 and 4, that if we are run by a monoparty, we could split. It's happened 3 times in the history of the United States. Maine and Kentucky first, and then the last time it was done, it was in 1861 with Virginia and West Virginia. And President Trump is aware of this. This is all going to have to go. Right now, we're having our 5th convention, which is part of what we have to do. People say it's not going to happen. It's not going to do this. It's not going to do that. We're copying exactly how it happened in 1861. And
Wow.
other people have tried to do it. There's another one called the state of Jefferson, but they brought in other states at the same time. You cannot do that. You have to do it just the way it was done, and we're doing it constitutional. So we do have that. President Trump is aware of that. He does not have the last say so. It will be voted in, but right now we are building a government. My husband is a senator and chair, and I'm one of the assemblywomen, and I'm with El Dorado County. El Dorado County is where gold was discovered in California. I was there. I was right there where gold was discovered. That's where I worked this morning with an elderly man. But it's a beautiful, beautiful area of California. I have South Lake Tahoe and everything here. But it is there is going to be a 51st state. We are 2 states that are republic, Texas and California. And I think that's funny. I was born in Texas and I live in California. We're the only 2 states that are republic. And you know, when they joined in, and we're doing it, but again, we're doing it like Virginia and West Virginia. So it is. People say it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But it is, and we are. There's an insurrection going on right now, and we are prepared to fight till the end. Because
Good.
what's happening to us, what they're doing to us, we're not going to stand for it. We are in danger. Us Californians that do not agree with them, we're actually in danger. I came into LA from Costa Rica. I came into LA and I went in through a little, it looked like a dungeon, through customs. The Border Patrol were horrible with me because I had my Trump gear. Once, when I was in Costa Rica, I didn't wear anything Trump. I wore a red, white, and blue hat, but nothing Trump. However, when I was getting the Alaska Airlines, I put on my hat that said Trump, and I was getting all these funny looks, a couple of thumbs up. But the Border Patrol in California treated me, they were so triggered by me. So we don't even have the own Border Patrol. We're in danger, but we're not. We the people are standing up, and we're not going to have it anymore. Marco lives in a county that is a little more. It's kind of split, right, Marco? Your county, or is it a pretty blue?
It's close to the valley, so it's half. Yeah, it's half rural.
It's got a little red. I live in a county that's 50-50. The chances I will find Trump supporters here are very good. The Bay Area, I've been threatened by friends, family that better not see me in the Bay Area. The Bay Area is from, San Francisco all the way into San Jose, a little further, Monterey Bay and all of that stuff. So when we're Trump supporters here, our lives are in danger, and we're not going to stand for it. We, the people, have stood up, and a lot of the counties, out of 56 counties, 52 are in it. Of course, Alameda County, which is all of Oakland, Santa Clara County, San Jose, San Francisco County, San Francisco, and there is a new California that he's putting up there. And you'll see where it is going to happen, and we're going to see history in the making right here. And like I said, President Trump, every speech that he gives little hints. Something is happening in California, and it is. And we don't want this governor. We were in we were in the blackouts. It was awful. We were at their mercy. You know what it's like to have I live in a rural area. We had no electricity at all. It is with children. I have a special needs daughter, and we have lots of pets. If you guys saw my pets all around me, and I have lots of pets and no electricity. They're controlling us little by little. And now the government wants to take over the PG&E, which is an electric company. And it's a very scary thing. They want to control us with vaccinations, with everything else. That's come and said, you guys have to stay red. You have to stay red. And I will do anything to make sure Texas stays red, because we cannot lose. We lose Texas, there goes the country. Really, there goes the country. Because true. Texas is... Well, first of all, you got Dallas Cowboys there. They're the country's team. Everything's, Texas is not a state, it's a country of its own. And we're all American there. So we cannot, and I'm telling you right now, New California, we're moving away from California, making it the 51st state. And we the people are ready. We are absolutely 100% ready for whatever's coming on. When it all comes out that everybody knows, we're probably in danger. We're probably in danger. Right up the street, the cartel just killed one of our agents. They tricked them. One of our sheriffs. They called him out there, and they ambushed him. They ambushed our sheriff. Our governor only allowed 7 minutes of ICE interviewing the killers and the Mexican cartel. And I live in it's a lot of forest out here, and that's where they're at. And I took it as, we're here, you can't do anything about it. And Governor Gavin Newsom allowed it to. He didn't allow ICE, only gave out ICE 7 minutes to interview these people. So it's going to be a civil war probably starting in California. But just like there's Marco, there's a few of us, and we have to stick together. And I hate the nitpicking on things, because we cannot be distracted on Martha doing another rally on her own, or Marco going on TV, that they're going to come and get us. We need to be alert of what's going on. And this is a fight for all of us. Stop it, people. Kudos to you guys. I mean, Marco's been at it for a long time. Marco got tired of me saying, I want to get involved, I want to get involved, to finally he got me involved. And
Linda,
and
Linda,
you're out there, all of a sudden I see you and you're out there every day doing something, saying something, and that's what we all need to do. But I'm telling you, you're gonna see history in the making of a new California state, the 51st state of the United States of America. And we're not going to have the same rules, because if you look at all of California, it's only the Bay Area that's blue. The rest of us are pretty red.
now, Linda,
So
there's a
just to let you know,
there's a convention this weekend, and I might go and cover
I can't hear you no more, Marco.
You can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No?
I could hear you, Marco.
Can you hear me, Linda?
I can't hear you. So if you guys could hear me,
I could hear
Okay.
you, Linda. Can you hear me?
maybe my headset came off.
What I was saying is that there is a convention for this new California, and I think Mike Huckabee is going to be there. So it's going to be awesome.
Oh, wow. That's great, Marco.
So we're running out of time here. I don't want to hold you too long, Martha. But thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking one for the team.
More where that came from.
Keep going, Martha.
See, they don't like New California.
We are with you. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now, Linda?
I don't think she could hear either one of us.
No.
That's strange.
That's strange. Yeah, it's the Russians.
Yeah.
So just keep going. Martha, I see how many people like you, and everybody was throwing their support at you, saying, "Hey, don't give up. We're with you." So thank you for.
Yeah, I'm not going to apologize to anyone for my activism work. I will do my activism work and free to do it however I want to do it. Like, I'm just not going to even pay attention to the naysayers, because they're the ones that aren't courageous enough to go out there and do what we're doing. You know what I mean?
In psychology, people that want to control others usually have a problem. They're emotionally sick, because these people, they don't know how to take relationships. They take hostages. And if you do everything they want you to do, then you're fine. But the minute you do things on your own, wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm just not going to change who I am. You take me or leave me.
Not just that, Martha, but the Constitution, what we preach is about individual rights.
Exactly.
And then the minute people exercise their rights, we jumped on them. And it's a contradiction in itself. It's people that are not ready to even be in this.
Marco, are you saying I want tacos? I want lots of tacos, because I can't hear all I see you going. I want more tacos and more tacos, or what? I can't hear you guys. You guys go ahead. It's actually going.
Okay. Okay. I let her go. So thank you, Linda. Sorry, something happened with her phone. But let's close it up. So how can we keep supporting you? What do you want us to know? What do you want to tell us?
Well, that's a good question. So when I'm not out doing my activism work, I do Legal Shield. And I'm gonna be promoting Legal Shield a little bit more, because I am not the type of person where I want to seek donations from people to continue my activist work. And so I'm just gonna put a link to my website. If you like it, if you like what you see and you want to become a member, great, sign up. I know it's helped me tremendously with my political career. Being able to have access to an entire law firm is just always a peace of mind. So I'm going to be posting that on my page. You can find me on Twitter and also on Instagram. All of them have the same handle. It's Martha for Trump. And you can look up the link that I just talked about if you want to continue to support my activist work.
And just to support your Legal Shield here, I do, I have thousands of clients, and I do a lot of miscellaneous legal assistant stuff. Just just regular stuff, clerical stuff mostly. And I can tell you that people end up losing so much money just for not having a support like Legal Shield. I mean,
Right.
somebody that would that knows how to navigate the system, the legal system, and will write a letter of intention, I don't know, a notice, a demand, and do it formally, so people really can back off. Because there's a lot of people that emotionally, like, once I'm gonna go back against to emotions, they get all crazy and they think they own you and they think they can tell you what to do. And so you need to tell them in a nice way, look, F yourself and the horse you came on, you have no power over me. But
Right.
it's hard to do that. I know we have our friend Paloma. I don't know if she's listening. She's gonna. Sometimes it's best to just do this professionally, and people will go away. Otherwise, people won't stop.
They won't stop. You're right. You're so right about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Martha,
You have to have a professional send them some form of notice that if they continue, what legal action or repercussion can take place. It's for me, it's peace of mind having this kind of protection, because you and I both know, us being in the political field, we have risks of being sued constantly,
yeah, we're
and
exposed to that every day.
we're exposed to that. And so for me, I've had it since 2011. I have over 200, 300 hours built up. If someone were to try to sue me, bring it. I have attorneys that's going to help me with it.
And not just that, but also talking. The reason why other attorneys tell you talk to an attorney is because an attorney will tell you, hey, what you're trying to do is wrong. So just stop. In this business, people emotions run high, and people think they
Right.
can just sue anybody. And I see anybody that hasn't been to court don't know that this you don't play with that. You don't just abuse people's rights, or play that you're gonna sue them just because they don't they don't like Trump the same way you do, or something like that. It's like,
Yeah. But my website is Martha Doss, DOSS, dot wearelegalshield.com.
wow. Can you put the link later here? I can put the link, but I don't know if I can find it. Martha.
It's Martha, Martha, and then DOSS, and that's dot wearelegalshield.com.
We are legal shield.com. Let's see, accept. Oh, I guess I have to add something, an extension.
I'll send you the link if you need it.
We are legal shield. I wrote something wrong.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, send me the link and then we'll put it here. And so you are a distributor of this.
Yes, I'm an associate with the company.
Awesome. Well, Martha, great talking to you today. Good
You
luck
too.
with Wesley, and never give up, never surrender.
That's right. Bye.
Bye. So there you have it, guys. That was Martha and Linda. I don't know what happened to Linda's audio, but he just stopped. And let me see. Let me close this here. So the service that Martha provides is a legal shield. It's a service that you want to have. I mean, even people like me that know the legal system can use this because the service that they provide, you have access to an attorney, and before you do anything, you can just talk to the attorney and just so that you make an educated decision on whatever it is that you're doing out there. and I think it's a great service. But hey, guys, it was great. Thank you for your time. They say that when you give 5 minutes of your time to somebody, it's like you share a piece of your life with them, and time is not refundable. So I really appreciate you sharing this these few minutes with us. Thank you. Talk to you soon.